Next is the forebearing. So you should know first what is forebearing and back bearing. Okay, so just I will give information. See, consider there is a line. Okay, so consider this is the field. Exactly, this is for the field. This is the field. We have kept the instrument here. Okay. Hmm? We have kept the instrument here. Okay, which I'm showing purple color. So after that, so there is another point which I'm showing in the greener dot. Okay, here. Okay, now this is the point A and this is the point B. True magnetic north, it lies like this. Okay, exactly. So wherever you keep the compass, true magnetic north, it will comes like this. So when you keep instrument exactly, there is a compass instrument was there, so that is used to determine the angle. Okay, so consider you have kept the instrument here exactly at A. Okay, this is exactly true north. Okay, now you have to see the point B. Okay, the B point is here. Okay, B point is here. Now you have to see the angle. Okay, so after bisecting, so you will get a line like this. Okay, now angle will be how? The angle will be like this. Okay, this is the angle. I will show in a different color. Okay, so this is what the angle which is been made. Okay, that is the angle is angle AB. Okay, the angle, if you find out angle AB, that is called as forebearing. Forebearing, what is that? That is called as forebearing. Okay, so what is that forebearing? If you find out the angle from A to B, the angle or bearing is nothing but indirectly it is called as an angle. Okay, but we will not say angle, because reason is, if there is one horizontal angle, one line should be there for any line, for the any line where you should determining the angle. So with respect to horizontal line, it will make an angle theta, but here there will be no line. The what a purple color line I'm showing, that is the survey line. Okay, so the survey line AB. So you are finding with respect to true horizontal, where to, with the true north. Okay, to that it will make as angle. Okay, true north, it will make an angle. Okay, so that's why it is called, indirectly we'll call it that as a bearing. Okay, so bearing of AB. Okay, the bearing that we will call it as forebearing of AB. Okay, so it's the same angle. Okay, the same angle, if we, I will show it in the next figure. Okay, see here. The same figure. Okay, if the line I told, if the angle is being determined like this. Okay, the angle is determined of the line AB, so then it is called as forebearing. That in short form we will write it as F. Okay, forebearing. Next, the if the angle is determined for the same line. Okay, survey line, so instrument will be kept at this point and we will find out the angle of the same line backward towards the, so we are in this position, we are in this position, we are finding the angle of point A. Okay, point A we will be determining the back, so the angle will be like this. So angle will be like this. So that angle will be shown as that is being given as 5. Okay, that is being given as 5. Okay, so this angle determining backwards is called as back bearing. So if any line, so consider this is the line AB. Okay, if the whatever the angle which has been determining forward, if it is going forward from A to B, is called as forebearing. If the angle is been determined from B to A, is called as back bearing. Okay, That's what, that is a line, whatever I'm showing the line AB, okay, that if it is been measured towards from A to B is called as forbearing. If it is measured from B to A is known as back bearing. Okay, this you should be kept in your mind. Okay, got it. So the, consider the forbearing. Okay, the forbearing of a line AB. Okay, if you take AB, we will write as bearing of AB. Okay, bearing of an AB is considered, this is 60 degree, means what should be the bearing of BA? What is the bearing of, what is the bearing of BA? Okay, so this is very simple. Okay, see, this angle is 60 degree. Okay, so always line, if you take backwards, so you have to add 180 degree. Either you add 180 degree or you have to subtract with 180 degree. Where to add, where to subtract, that is different. Okay, so considered whatever the angle is there of the survey line, if that survey line is lesser than 180, you should add 180, and back bearing of the that line will be 180 plus that angle. Okay, consider the angle of the survey line, the bearing of the survey line AB is 60 degree, means the bearing of BA is 60 plus 180. So this angle is 240 degree. Okay, so like that the back bearing will be determined. Okay, so if it is considered, now I have determined the bearing of the BA. The same way the back bearing, now I don't know the bearing of the AB, but I know the bearing of BA. Bearing of BA is considered 270, not 270, consider 230, consider it is 230 degree. Okay, now whatever the angle, the bearing of the BA is 230, means I need bearing of AB. Bearing of AB I need to determine. So whatever the bearing, whatever the bearing of the BA is 230, but bearing of AB is unknown, but given the bearing of BA is 230, that is more than 180 degree. Okay, so it is more than 180 degree, means what you have to do is you have to subtract with my 180 degree. Okay, minus 230 minus 180, so that is 50 degree. How much? That is 50 degree. So now the bearing of AB is 50 degree. Okay, so this is how the bearing bearing will be determined earlier. Now the back bearing is given, back bearing is BA, back bearing of the BA is 230 degree, bearing of AB is 50 degree. So this is how the bearing of bearing and back bearing will be determined. Okay, same way you have to see one after the other. Okay, so you have to be very clear. Okay, I will give the few examples. Okay, this is AB. Now we will go for the CD. Okay, so this is CD. Okay, D and C. If you go DC, if you find out, that is called as bearing. Okay, if you find out D and C, that is called as bearing. Okay, the same way if you find C to D, means that is called as back bearing. Okay, that's all.